Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Jason, and the question is, what are we gonna do today? Are we gonna polish a gem, or are we gonna work on a piece of junk? Well, today I think we might be actually polishing a turd, but don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel, and we'll see what we're gonna get into today. This is my wheel horse 520H. And as you can see, the paint's a little faded there, but we're just going to kind of walk around, talk about it a little bit. This here is a 1997 model. They made them from 88 to 97, so this is the last year for this model. It has a 20 horsepower twin cylinder Onan engine here. These are, I think, a very good engine, lots of power. They run so balanced, they run very well. Some people may say, you know, parts are kind of harder to come by and more expensive, and that may be true, but I still think they're a great engine. Now, sometimes they have a problem with the valve seats falling out, especially on this rear cylinder here. It gets too hot, there's not enough airflow here, and the valve seat falls out. And you know, you can fix it. You can peen the aluminum around the seat and hit it back in. But I think they're, you know, very stout engine, very good. Now this here is, you know, it's really the top of the line model that Wheel Horse made, and you know, for years. And you can see it's got all the bells and whistles here. It's got all types of gauges here, amp gauge, looks like a vacuum gauge there, a tot gauge, a fuel gauge. It's got, you know, an hour meter on it, 746 hours. It's got all of these you know, little lights here and sensors, you know, the engine temperature, a hydro temp, air filter, and you know, they all light up when you know, start it up, and all these gauges work. It's actually pretty crazy that all this is just on a little garden tractor, but this thing's all decked out. It's got the little caps on there, the green moon caps, and you know, headlights here. Now on this model, this is what they call forward swept axle, and on the other Wheel Horses, you know, they didn't really put this, but it's just really a heavier duty axle. You can see on the tie rod ends, it's got grease fittings there, and they're just bigger and bulkier. The spindle here is just a lot more bigger and bulkier. You know, the wheel has bearings in it. You can see that there. It's, you know, got grease in the bearing cap and all that good stuff. And it's just a really heavy duty front axle, which makes it look bigger and meaner. And this model has what they call gear reduction steering. You might be able to see it a little bit right there, but it's got an extra gear in there, so when you're turning, it turns slower. And you know, if you have a snow blower on the front, or maybe even a front end loader, then it makes it a lot easier to steer. But you also have to turn the wheel more times to get it to lock, to get where you're going. But yeah, this model has hydraulic lift here. On the rear, it's got the Eaton 1100, and pretty stout little rear. In some of the other models, they had the Eaton 700, which was just a little bit smaller, but they put the bigger rear in this one. And you know, this has got the infamous Wheel Horse cone style clutch on it here. You know, I don't know why they really cheaped out and couldn't just put an electric clutch on this. It's got everything else. I don't know why they want to make you turn this handle here to get it on instead of just flipping a switch, but that's what they decided to do. It's missing the belt guard there, just a little plastic little shield that went here. You know, got the chrome exhaust shield. It is missing a cap over here, which kind of sucks, but guess it is what it is. But they also made a 528 speed model, and very similar to this. I actually have one. There wasn't a whole lot of them made. They say like 225, I think, is the number, but I feel like you could get it special ordered back in the day if you actually wanted one, because it seems to be a lot of them floating around. I actually have 2 of them, and this is just one of them here. You can see a little difference here. It's got a manual lift, and you got your 8-speed right here, high and low. And this is still got the front swept axle here, and this was a 92 model, I believe. Same engine, just about everything else was the same, but just a different rear end in it and manual left. This one has 527 hours, and I also have another one, and a lot nicer looking than this one, and I put an electric lift on it, and it's just a nicer looking tractor. So I also got with this tractor a snow plow and a mower deck. I'll show you that here in a second. This is some of the other projects I just picked up on Friday. This Toro walk behind. This Skag here, it's a nice looking mower. It's got the 35 horse Vanguard on it, and it started right up, but the left side hydro wouldn't move, so I'll have to take that apart. It's probably a valve stuck or something like that, but it's just a project I'll be working on here shortly. I also picked up this Toro zero turn here. It started up and ran. It looks like it'll clean up pretty well, but the deck is just totally trashed. They put these braces on the deck hangers here, and they're all rusted out. And it's got a crack right there. I don't even know how that happened, but somehow it happened, and the deck is just totally trashed. So I have a 54 I think I'm going to put on there. Picked up this Husqvarna rider, and have to do some work to that. But this is a 48-inch deck here. It's a very nice deck. Usually they rust out right here and right here by this brace right here and the lift handle, but this one is just very nice deck. Got the plow here, nice looking plow. This has the 520 extension here for the plow, because you know it's got the front swept axle like I was saying, and if you just put it on there regularly, when you try and turn the wheels, you know, the plow's going to hit. So they made a little extension there, and you put that on the back of the plow, and it'll hook up and won't hit anything. But so we're going to see if we can't put a little spit shine on this thing. Paint's a little faded, it's been sitting a little while. We're going to see if we can't polish this turd up a little bit. So maybe a spit shine will do it. Yeah, I don't think a spit shine's gonna work, but I got some Barrett Jackson liquid wax here, and we're gonna see if we can't put some of that on here, and if that'll help it shine up a little bit. If it'll come out. There some is. We're just gonna take our rag and see if it'll bring any more color back out of it. Looks like it's bringing a little bit out. Probably take a lot of rubbing to get this to really come out. So we might just do this the cheater way. Yeah, it's getting a little bit better right there, as you can see, but this is going to take way too long doing it this way. So I got my buffing wheel here and my Barrett Jackson liquid wax. Just gonna put some on here and get it down, see what happens. Rub it in a little bit here. Well, I got the spit shine put all on her. Buffed it out a little bit there. I think it looks a whole lot better. Cleaned up this rear fender a little bit. And all that's left to do now is just start her up and take her for a ride. Listen to her power. No fuel in the tank. There you have it, guys. Put the spit shine on the Wheel Horse 528.